live at Warsaw, home of the Wildcats and home of this matchup between Versailles and Warsaw. I'm Colton Taylor. We got Britt on the camera and back with me on commentary, Coach Jason Vansel. Jason, how are you, man?
I'm good. Colt, how are you?
Oh, fantastic. A little chilly outside. Britt, how are you doing?
Yeah, like you said, chilly outside.
A little chilly is
Chilly
the
outside.
understatement of the year.
Yeah, it was cold enough that on the way here I saw a snowman putting on a jacket. So it's it's been a rough go out there, but it's warm in this gym, and we're set for what should be a good matchup between the Warsaw Lady Wildcats and the Versailles Lady Tigers. Warsaw comes in with a record of 10-6. Versailles coming in with a record of 8-3. I mean, Jason, this has been a night and day difference in the Lady Tigers this season versus last.
Yeah, it's quite a progress for the Lady Tigers. They've been learning how to compete and win, and playing in some tough games. And I think it's a process that'll continue to keep going this whole season as this Lady Tiger team gets better and better and better each game. But yeah, doing great. Great season.
I got to say, one of the biggest things that we've talked about early on is learning to win, expecting to win, and growing accustomed to that.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like the Lady Tigers are starting to get that mindset every time they go on the floor. They think they should win.
Yeah, it's all part of it, and you could see it. You could tell at the Adrian game, they were very mad at themselves, and they knew they had more. They did better. And I just remember a few years ago where there was sometimes I don't know nothing about it, but I mean, we would lose, and we would come out of the locker room just kind of happy-go-lucky, and that Lady Tiger team came out mad.
They did.
And you could tell the expectations have changed because they know they were better than what they did in that game, and they'll learn from it. That's the thing. I've always said this team here, they either win or they learn. Every single time they don't lose because they've already done that for a few years, but they're learning every week and getting better. So I expect nothing different tonight.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. We'll come back with your starting lineups. This is the Winter Shelton Real Estate pregame show on KS-95 Sports.
Aye, Captain! The seas of the Ozarks are too rough! Me and crew can't secure the screens and railings! She'll never be installed right! She ain't sturdy, Captain! Rest assured, you'll see calmer seas this winter. And have American Sun Control secure powder-coated railings and screens for shade, too. While the lake is calm this winter, let American Sun Control install your dock and deck screens and railings. Come in, call, and look them up online and Facebook. American Sun Control.
Hi, I'm Brandon, and welcome to Gladstone Cove Boat Trailer Sales. Do you need a trailer to get your boat out of the water? Maybe just a replacement trailer. Or considering selling your boat and you know a trailer will help get it done. We carry 11 lines of high-quality boat trailers, and if we don't have what you need, we also build our very own line of custom aluminum boat trailers. Thanks to everyone that's been by or just heard of us and gave us a referral. From my family to yours, we can't thank you enough.
Since 1944, Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company, Morgan County's only locally owned lumber yard, has been providing the area with quality building materials needed for its building, remodeling, and repair projects. Because customer care is Carpenter Gunther's #1 goal, your project is always their priority. They take as much pride in your project as you do. Reach them at 378-4433 Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30, and 8 to noon on Saturday. Carpenter Gunther, where they put the home in hometown business.
And we are back at Warsaw, ready to meet the starting lineups for both of these squads. Jason, who have we got on the floor for the Versailles ladies?
We have, in no particular order here, we have Dakota Moore, we have Kylie Ritchie, we have Sarah Bland, Ari Jones, and Brooke Anderson.
Of course, the Versailles ladies under head coach Andy Moon, assisted by Barry Marshall.
The veteran Barry Marshall.
You know, I mean, that's a good coaching staff they've got over there. Those guys have done a great job with the girls this season. You can tell they're getting better and better each week.
Yes, they are. Got a little height out here.
Yeah, I was going to say we were trying to figure out heights, and now that I see her next to Richie, I got to believe the number 34 Warsaw has got to be a good 5'11",
Yeah.
somewhere near 6 foot.
She's in the neighborhood with her.
Richie steps through on the opening possession, though, goes right around and lays it up and in. First points of the game go to the Versailles Ladies Tigers here in this Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter of action. I looked down, Jason. Who'd they get for the foul?
They got Brooke with an early foul. Do not pick up a quick second one.
Why does that still say South Callaway Invitational? We are not in South Callaway. Just going to go ahead and take that off real quick. Tigers trying to put a little pressure on. Warsaw able to break it down, get into the front court. Jones there defensively. It's the 2-3 from the Lady Tigers. On top of the 2-3, you've got Bland and Anderson, Ritchie, Moore, and Jones on the bottom. You can see that bright blue shoulder tape on Ari.
Yeah, I didn't realize the other night her shoulder popped out a couple times.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that's something. That's a tough injury right there. Let's see what happens there tonight.
Well, Ari's tough. Stepping through, good defense by the Lady Tigers as they force the turnover. A travel going to be called. I mean, the player for Warsaw went right in between Moore and Ritchie. And I mean, that's a lot of wingspan taking up real estate down low.
I don't know what you were going to do when you got in there, but
a soft turnover by Versailles on the run out. Weak side blocked by Ritchie. Kylie ran the floor, gets the block, tosses it ahead to Ari. Ari on the fast break is fouled and will shoot two.
Nice take.
What a job by Kylie, though, to sprint back defensively, and as soon as she gets the block and board, turns and heaves it down the floor to Ari.
I'm always impressed with just how, when she gets a block, she doesn't hack at it. She never gives the refs really a reason to blow the whistle. She's good at it.
Such an athlete.
And she's having a conversation with Ari about something, told some jokes, the crowd just laughed.
First free throw for Ari is up and good.
That girl. Don't know.
Telling you, Kylie has never met a stranger. 3-0, the early lead for the Lady Tigers. 6:59 to play in the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter. Second free throw for Ari off the back iron. And Ritchie just trying to fight for it, tips it out of bounds. Possession back to the Lady Wildcats. 2-2-1 press for the Lady Tigers. Reminder, we'll have the guys right after this game. JV is playing over in the middle school gym right now. Warsaw breaks the press, drives baseline, shot up and good. Now Warsaw going to try a little pressure of their own. It's heaved into Anderson. She puts it on the floor to the left side. Trap is coming. Brooks sees it, picks it up, needs help, finds Ritchie at the top of the key. One dribble, no look down to Moore. Shot won't go, tipped around, winds up with Warsaw. Jump ball, ooh, they're going to get Dakota for a reach-in foul. That's going to be 3 early fouls on the Lady Tigers.
A little frustration there, I think, from Dakota on missing that one. That was a nice look, though.
Yeah, you absolutely, well, excuse me, that's only the team's second foul. You absolutely want to keep Dakota in the game. We saw an Adrian the other night, the impact versus her on the floor versus on the bench.
Yeah, she did.
Warsaw able to break the press, free throw line jumper, and Ari with a head of steam coming down the floor just wound up not being able to get out of the way, and that will send Tana Howe to the free throw line. First free throw for Howe is up and good. We're knotted up at 3 apiece. 6:18 to play in the first. Coach Moon having a discussion with Sarah Bland.
That's always fun.
Second free throw up and good as well.
She's probably telling jokes, too.
This is just a funny Tiger team.
It's just a bunch of happy-go-lucky girls, man. At least Sarah and Kylie
Oh,
were.
Bland breaks down the press, was trying to lob it for Ari, but just a little too much muscle on that one. Out of bounds, ball back to the Lady Wildcats. Versailles goes right back to their pressure. They put Moore on the back end as a bit of an eraser. That way they can use Ritchie up front with her wingspan to try to pressure. Ball is tipped by Ritchie out of bounds, but will stay with Warsaw. So Warsaw to inbounds under their own basket. Reminder, this game not on the radio because Mizzou is at Texas tonight. That game should be on the radio. As the pass is thrown out of bounds. Lady Tigers regain possession, down 1.
How good's Texas? I don't even know.
I mean, they're solid. They're like a 13-win team. The inbound's picked off by Warsaw. And another foul going to be called on Versailles. So I hate to bring this up, but the last time we were here, Britt and I did a game here, Eldon versus Warsaw, and we took note immediately of a lot of foul calls.
Yeah, right now there's a lot.
To be fair, I will say Versailles has earned most of these. The inbounds to the corner. Warsaw thought about the shot. Ritchie runs them off the line. They're going to reset. Top of the key. Excuse me, that was Slavin's up top. I was trying to figure out who that player was. Their numbers are not in numerical order, so it threw me off. Around the outside, Jones there defensively. Takes away the baseline. Good defense by Ari. Skip pass up to Slavins. To the right corner. Warsaw not finding a lot of luck here in the half court as the ball is bobbled off the pass, but it's picked up and kept alive by Mustafa. Warsaw just skipping it around the outside because that's all that's there. Drive baseline, short corner jumper taken. Tipped around. Moore's got the board. Being harassed, finds Ritchie. They reach on Ritchie. She dribbles it out. Head up, surveying the floor. Skips it over to Anderson. Anderson steps into a three off the back iron. Good box out by Bland. Ball saved by Warsaw, but out of bounds. Great fight by Sarah.
Yeah. Good shot by Brooke. That's her shot right there. She just didn't knock it down, but she'll get hot.
Well, and you love the confidence she shot it with. Timeout by the Warsaw bench, just to 30, so we'll hold it here. Both these teams look a smidge rusty to start this game, Jason.
They look a little cold. No pun intended.
I mean, it could be a factor. Let's be honest. That cold weather slows everything down, shooting included.
Oh, everything. Even the gym's always just a little drafty, but
Nonetheless, I like how this goes. You can see Coach Moon's got the huddle going, talking to his girls out there. But then on the other side of it, you can see that, Coach Marshall is over there having a specific conversation with Sarah Bland about something that just occurred on the play. I love that they can kind of delegate and work together like that.
Yeah, that's cool to see. Just coaches coaching up the players, man. That's how you get better. And yeah, that's good to see.
Looks
Coach
like
Marshall down there with about 35 years of coaching or something like that.
so kind of new to it.
Yeah, he's brand new.
Amanda Vera going to check into the game for Sarah Bland. So on the floor for the Lady Tigers, it is Moore, Jones, Vera, Anderson, and Ritchie. Like I said, a little size out there for the Wildcats as Jen Gherkin.
Yeah.
She's got to be near 6 foot. Ritchie gets it on the block. Out to Ari. Corner three is long. Vera chasing it down, but it goes into the second row, and it'll go back to the Lady Wildcats. 5 minutes to play in the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter, and it's a 1-point Warsaw lead. Wildcats go to the corner. They'll try a high arcing three halfway down. More the board. It's tied up, fought for. She throws a rocket at Ari, who corrals it.
Heads up.
Ari didn't have a choice. It was corral it or eat it. Anderson skips it up to Ritchie at the top of the key.
Nice
she
look.
finds the back cut. Vera, extra pass, more, and she's fouled.
Nice ball movement.
That's some great team basketball.
That's just a bunch of girls learning how to play together right there.
And Kylie just followed Amanda all the way out to the volleyball line just to make sure that she got to high-five her. I'd love to tell you I'm making some of this up. Dakota's first free throw. Perfect.
Dakota's a girl that is getting better game to game, man.
Which is scary for anybody that has to deal with this team.
Yeah. Just confidence. She's getting a lot more confidence, you can tell.
Her second free throw off the iron. Offensive rebound, Ari. Ari gets the defender in the air, puts it up and in.
And that makes sense that Ari would be there to get that rebound with all them tall girls around.
Well, you know, Ari has major size advantage. On the fast break, Moore there defensively. Tough shot, though, by Warsaw up and in. We're knotted back up at 6 apiece. Oh, and Versailles tried to go for the Hail Mary to break it down. It was picked off by the Lady Wildcats. They go to the corner. 3 for the lead for Warsaw. Won't go long. Rebound, Anderson. On the fast break, she's ahead of the pack. Warsaw closing. Left hand off the glass. Counted and a foul.
Nice job, Brooke.
What a job by Anderson on the fast break. That's not an easy bucket at that speed.
No, it's not. She was showing some wheels and had to do the soft finish while she's going 100 mile an hour at the rim.
Free throw rattles out. Ari, another offensive board. Anderson, 3 off the back iron. Vera fighting for the board. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats. So, as you would assume, with near 6 foot more and with 6'2", 6'3" Ritchie, of course, Ari and Vera are doing the offensive rebounding.
Ari's just all over the place.
I've seen
He's just active. I'm still after hearing Britt talk about her shoulder popping out a couple times in the game, just jumping up there and reaching up and rebounding and things like that. I've never done that, but it seems like it would hurt.
Inbound. Oh, beautiful feed. They lobbed it into Richie. Another offensive board kept alive by Ari. She dishes it out to Anderson. They're going to call a travel first, and Anderson's three went to make it worse. But by the way, Reagan Wilson has checked into the game for Dakota Moore. I still can't get over watching Reagan Wilson just absolutely truck a girl in Adrian.
Boot stomped her when she went by.
Oh, what a job by Ari on the fast break. She gambled and knocked it off of the Warsaw player out of bounds. So possession back to the Lady Tigers. Uh-oh, the refs are talking. That's never good. Are they going to reverse this? They will reverse this. 3:46 to go. This Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter. Tigers have looked a little more crisp the last few possessions. See if they can get a stop here defensively. Vera applies the pressure. Turning the corner. It's knocked loose inside. And, just trying to throw it over Richie wouldn't go. Ari turns the corner on the fast break. Double team comes. She fires it to Anderson. Skips it to Vera. Wing three lined up. Won't go. Ari, another. That's her fourth offensive board. Anderson dials up a wing three. It's off the iron. And Jones couldn't run it down. Ari legitimately has 4 offensive boards, and we have 3:16 to go in the first.
This girl's got a nose for the ball. She just knows where to be.
I don't know what kind of candy she had before this game, but she needs more.
Airhead Extremes. It's her go-to. I think she had them for breakfast, too.
Oh,
That can't be healthy.
no.
And underneath, the foul is committed. Is this going to go on Reagan or Ari?
I think Ari.
That'll be her second, I believe. It is going to go on Ari Jones, so that'll be 2 fouls for Ari with 3:08 to play in the first. Free throw rattles out for Warsaw. Looks like Josie Bench going to come into the game. And she'll check in for Ari. Ari not exactly thrilled about it. She hides it well, though.
Yeah. Her face is she got a poker face, don't she?
Second free throw up and good for the Lady Wildcats. It's a 1-point game, 8-7 with 3:08 to play in the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first. And a timeout going to be called by the Versailles bench. A little trouble getting the ball in there. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. Be back with more. You're listening to KS-95 Sports.
Since 1944, Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company, Morgan County's only locally owned lumber yard, has been providing the area with quality building materials needed for its building, remodeling, and repair projects. Because customer care is Carpenter Gunther's #1 goal, your project is always their priority. They take as much pride in your project as you do. Reach them at 378-4433 Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30, and 8 to noon on Saturday. Carpenter Gunther, where they put the home in hometown business.
Out of the timeout, we'll see what Coach Moon is drawing up. Versailles is having a little bit of trouble getting it inbounds. They lead 8-7 with 3:08 to play here in the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company first quarter of action. It's an amazing transformation as he goes from Coach Moon to Handy Andy just by going to work. Inbounds. Ahead. Wilson. Her shot blocked from behind and picked off by Warsaw. Warsaw looking to run. They fire ahead to the corner. Vera there defensively. Drive is baseline. Wilson steps up, takes it away. Ball at the top of the key. Looking to attack. Bench there defensively again. That's a travel play on. Nope, they'll call it. It was just a delayed whistle.
Crook putting a little pressure on her. Got her to pitter-patter her feet a little bit.
So Lady Tigers take over again. 2:45 to play in the first. Richie, the inbounder. Oh. Well, that was just a reflex there. Richie threw it in. The ball got tipped by the Warsaw player right back into the hands of Kylie, who was still standing out of bounds as she caught it and looked at the ref like, I don't think I'm allowed to do this. So Warsaw with possession. Lady Wildcats going to have to be patient around the outside of this zone. They run 2 post low. They flash them high to the free throw line occasionally. A wing three, or corner three, thrown up and knocked down. Lady Wildcats regain the lead 10-8. There's been a back and forth first quarter. Bench has it knocked loose, regains. But a travel going to be called. So this press has caused some issues for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah. Getting a little frazzled.
Warsaw off the inbounds to the left wing, top of the key, going to work around the outside. They've taken a lot of shots from outside, haven't necessarily knocked down a lot of shots, but they've taken them. The mid-range jumper is too strong. Wilson in there for the board. Reagan's got it. She's in the midst of a double team, needs to find some help, and gets it to Anderson. Ahead of the pack, Vera gets it. Defense closes,
Nice.
so she drops it off to Richie, who is fouled. Oh, and the shot rattles out, but that's a heads-up play by Vera to find the trailing Kylie Ritchie.
Yeah, I mean, two girls are going to stay down there on Reagan under the basket. That means somebody's got to be wide open, and she found them, and nice play.
Kylie would have just dunked that.
Yeah, just don't reese it, just dunk it.
The fact that reset has become a verb now. First free throw for Richie's good. 10-9 the lead with 1:39 to play. Kylie could tie it up with a made free throw here. By the way, for those at home, her socks are an ice cream cone. I don't mean they have ice cream cones on them. I mean the bottom is a cone, and that is ice cream with sprinkles on the top. Second free throw's good. When you cover Versailles girls games, this is just part of it, man. The Kylie Ritchie sock collection is elite.
I'm waiting for Elmo.
It's a hard-hitting, impactful material.
Oh, it's a steal by Vera. Vera on the fast break through the contact. Count it and a foul. Amanda Vera. That's a tough bucket.
Yeah, she did a good job of using her body to draw that foul there and still be able to get that shot up. So that's pretty good.
Not sure what the hesitation is here. I think they're trying to figure out, is Warsaw going to make a substitution or not? And they will. Into the game, Jessie Bilderback. She checks in for Sarah Miller. So Vera trying to complete the three-point opportunity here. And she does. 13-10, Lady Tigers by 3, 1:20 to go. In the Carpenter-Gunther Lumber Company first quarter of action. Head and shoulder fake, but a travel with it. Turnover back to the Lady Tigers. So Versailles' defense has produced some stops here in this first quarter.
Yeah, it's causing some problems for these Lady Wildcats.
Anderson gets it on the inbounds. Head of steam to the basket, takes the contact.
Nice.
That's a heads-up play as the big from Warsaw had not set her feet, was still running, and Brooke knew it.
Yeah.
You can tell just watching her play. Brooke is a tough kid.
She's a tough kid. She plays with a little bit of attitude. I like it.
Her free throw is money. I mean, that thing was a line drive.
I'll tell you what she plays like. She plays like a kid that was looking forward to this season.
Yeah.
With this team is what she plays like. She's been very intent on every game and just, yeah, different player. I mean, she's a great player anyway, but yeah.
Dakota Moore and Sarah Bland check back into the game as Anderson knocks down both free throws with ease. 15-10, Lady Tigers by 5 with 1:15 to play in the Carpenter-Gunther Lumber Company first quarter. Oh, long strides inside. Ritchie alters the shot. It was more there initially defensively. And a heads-up play as Ritchie just boxes out the Warsaw Wildcat. Let's ball go out of bounds back to the Tigers. That's tough. If you want to go inside and try to float one over Moore and Ritchie.
Well, yeah, it just allows these other Tigers to play aggressive defense because if they get past you, well, you got them as backup.
Steal off the inbounds, but a step back three won't go. Kylie gets the rebound, splits three defenders, and wants to bring it up the floor. Needs help. Goes to Bland. Sarah to Anderson as Coach Moon calls out a play. We're under 50 seconds to go. Vera being pressured. A lot of contact, but Bland picks up the loose ball. Hesitation on the back cut. It's looking for Ritchie. It's bobbled around, winds up with Kylie. Turnaround jumper rattles out. Moore tips it, but it winds up with the Wildcats. 30 seconds to play, and it's stolen by Anderson.
Oh, they got her for one, didn't they?
Reach in foul. I think that's going to be Dakota.
That'll be her second.
And that also is team foul 5, so it'll give up free throws to the Lady Wildcats. First free throw, short. Second free throw is on the line. So it's a 4-point lead, 15-11, 26 seconds left. Lady Tigers with the ball. here in the first quarter. And wow, Mahomes would be proud of that pass. Leads Anderson. Anderson needs help, though. It's picked off by the Wildcats. 20 seconds to play here in the first. Warsaw trying to cut into this 4-point lead. Quick trigger corner three won't go. Rebound Sarah Bland. She's tackled.
Oh,
Well,
I thought that was the arm bar, but apparently it's going to be a step.
You do tend to travel when you're tackled. That does happen.
When you get clotheslined, tend to forget to dribble.
Nonetheless, Wildcats regain possession under their own basket with 13 seconds to play in the first. A little trouble getting it in. They do to the block. Moore tips it. Step back corner three for the Lady Wildcats off the iron. Moore, the board, finds Ritchie. 5 seconds to play. If Versailles goes quick, they can get a look ahead to Vera. Vera extra pass was trying to find Bland on the cut. Goes out of bounds. So with 0.6 left, if you have a lob play to Kylie, now's the time.
This is the time. That's the only thing you can do, I think. We're running chili. We're running chili.
Everyone in the gym is now aware of chili.
You didn't know we're running some chili.
Oh. That girl guarding Kylie, I mean, legitimately probably is 6 foot.
Yeah.
They lob it into Kylie, but she's in a double team, winds up on the floor. And the shot won't go, and she somehow is laughing. All right, we played one, and Versailles leads Warsaw 15-11. You're listening to KS-95 Sports.
Hi, I'm Jason Blankenship, owner of Jason Blankenship CPA LLC. As the year quickly draws to a close, it's time to start thinking about tax planning strategies for your farm and business. We are happy to meet with you and help you see where things stand for the year. We can also give you advice on ways to spend money to help you grow your business, all while maximizing your tax savings. No matter what your tax, payroll, or accounting needs are, Jason Blankenship CPA LLC has got you covered. Celebrating 10 years of service to the Central Missouri area and looking forward to many more, give us a call at 573-557-2417 or stop by and see us at 401 East North Street in Eldon.
This is Ryan Pryor from Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles. We are so proud that we are still a locally owned and operated bank. So when you apply for a loan with us, all decisions are made here, where they should be. We've got the right loan package for you, so call or stop by today and visit any one of our loan professionals. Member FDIC and Fair Housing Lender.
A hometown bank, a hometown friend.
So we shift gears and move into our second quarter of action. All part of this Martin Metal broadcast. Going to the block, it's tipped up. Two Wildcats take each other out, and that will result in a travel. You cannot draw a foul on your own teammate.
No, there's not much you can do about that. Just
Bland gets the inbounds. They're looking to trap her. Needs to make some space, fires it over to Anderson. Anderson squares up, gets in the middle of the floor, crossover. Skips it to Sarah on the right wing. She finds Ritchie on the block. Up, under, step through, strong shot, won't go. Offensive board's tipped over to her. The putback won't go. Fight for the rebound out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats.
Richie just a little strong on everything tonight.
I love the up and under step through move, though.
Oh, yeah, and I feel like when she gets it, that's when she's most comfortable.
Ari lobs it in to Ritchie. Couple fakes. She drives right side. Long strides off the glass. Won't go. Ari, another offensive board, but she's knocked off ball. So a couple good looks inside for the Lady Tigers. Wouldn't go. Corner three, dialed up. High, arching, offensive rebound. Okay. Mid-range goes. That was unique. It's a 2-point game, 15-13 with 7 minutes to play here in the second quarter of action. Anderson makes some space, goes to the left side, fires it out to Jones. Jones uses the Ritchie screen, gives it up to Bland. Sarah thought about the three, instead goes to Brooke. Brooke won't think about it. She'll let it fly. Shot is long and out of bounds back to the Wildcats.
Yeah, Lady Tigers went cold all of a sudden.
So Warsaw could tie or take the lead with a field goal here. Sarah, a bit of a gamble. Couldn't get the steal. Mid-range jumper pulled up from the Wildcats off the front iron and winds up in the hands of Brooke Anderson. Coach Moon calling out an offensive set. Brooke goes to Bland, or was trying to. Defense makes that pass a little tough. Out of bounds, back to the Lady Wildcats. Not the start to the second quarter Versailles had looked for. Wow. Ari gambled on the steal, wound up going off a Wildcat out of bounds. Ball back to the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, she just causes chaos.
Well, that's what sugar will do to you. Inbounds, Anderson gets it on the run out, attacks the basket, floater too strong. More the offensive board, and she is fouled on the putback.
Nice rebound, Dakota. She's probably got about 5 or 6 rebounds tonight.
She's working hard down there. So Dakota to the free throw line, chance to extend this 2-point lead. 6:13 to go in the second. Ooh, first free throw nearly banked in. I don't know if she generally banks in her free throws, but she was going for it there.
I don't know.
Second free throw is banked in, so yes.
She's doing that on purpose.
I don't know why I would question it. 16-13, Lady Tigers by 3. Really extending this pressure out as Vera went all the way out to the volleyball line. Now the left side, Jones is there. I tell you what, Ari Jones plays some mean defense.
Yeah, she does.
She's got great form. You never see her trying to stand straight up when she guards on ball. Oh, a bullet pass to the baseline. Catch is made, but Jones was there defensively. Short corner jumper forced up. Ari may have got a piece of it. Warsaw runs it down to the corner. Top of the key. Bland knocks it loose. Vera has it on the run out. Gets to the right side. Probably needs to steady it. Finds Ari. Ari to Richie. Kylie surveying the court. Couple pass fakes. Puts it on the floor and will attack. Inside. Off the glass. Won't go.
That's tough.
And a 3 seconds in the lane call on the shot. That's a kind of a weird call to make in that action, but okay then.
We'll pretend it's a good one and we'll go with it.
I'm confused. All right, Warsaw going to work the ball around the outside. Mid-range off the back iron, won't go. Jones another board. Jump ball going to be called. Possession arrow favors the Lady Tigers. Ari making her run at the school rebound record here tonight. Her shoulder came out, and she decided now's a good time to start my rebounding. And a foul away from the ball as Bland was in a wrestling match with a Lady Wildcat. Oh, they called that on Sarah.
Yeah.
They say she was pushing off? Interesting.
I don't know, man. I'm not quite understanding some things I'm saying here.
And ball picked off by Richie. Richie going to bring it up the floor. Keeps her head up, looking for the open player. That is Bland in the corner. To Ari. Inside Kylie. Extra pass Dakota. Just too hot to handle off the fingertips of Moore.
Yeah, you got to
goes out of bounds.
Just a little bit. More of a lob. Coach Espinosa looking good tonight. How you going?
When doesn't Coach Espy look sharp? So foul on the floor. Ball will stay with the Lady Wildcats. Britt, you have been exceptionally quiet over there. Are you tired?
Yes, but I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking in my head.
I don't like that. That's
You're just
scary.
thinking.
Yeah, just thinking.
She said Spence got her Dairy Queen before they got here, and I think now she's just full and tired and ready for a nap.
Ready to curl up.
I have 42 pages to read before tomorrow night.
What are you reading?
My psychology textbook.
I was guessing the Cat in the Hat.
I would just not read that and just phone it in.
And shot forced up off the long strides of travel going to be called on Warsaw. I wasn't sure what that whistle was going to be. Richie, the inbounder, fires it in to Wilson. Back to Kylie. Kylie running point. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
It's normal.
No, ball thrown out of bounds, back to the Wildcats. I will say this. There has been a high number of turnovers, soft turnovers by the Lady Tigers early in this one.
We've gotten a little sloppy.
But the nice part is their defense hasn't given anything up. So you can be sloppy if you don't let the other team score and you're leading. 3. We officially have the most 3-second in the lane calls of any game I've worked this year.
I'm going to say, we're going to have to get these guys new whistles, man. These things are going to be wore out.
Yeah, the boys' game is going to be silent by the time we get to it. What was that? We also now have the record for the most off ball on inbound, and it's another offensive foul on Versailles.
What is the call?
They called a charge on Josie Bench.
Now, I don't believe that Josie pushed anybody.
I don't believe. No.
And the ball's knocked loose on the floor, somehow winds up in Bench's hands. Ahead to Vera, now it's knocked loose and winds up in Warsaw's hands. That was a weird screen. This whole game has gotten very weird, all right? Ball being knocked around. Warsaw runner off the player's leg, out of bounds. Lady Tiger ball.
Somehow we got to get some kind of
The
flow to
official,
this game
the
here.
official pointed the wrong way. Coach Moon got confused. The official signaled, went off of the Warsaw player's leg. Warsaw ball out of bounds.
So Chesby disappeared. I don't know if he got abducted. I don't know. Everything's going to pieces.
Full court heave to Ari. Ari inside, and she dragged the back foot, and it'll be ball back to the Wildcats. We haven't actually seen a clean field goal attempt in like 5 minutes of real time.
Like I said, I'm just thinking.
That's the scariest part of all of this. Oh, goodness. So the player gets it. Ari steps up to play defense, realizes the player's not going to do anything, and got this disappointed look on her face as she walked back to the baseline. Warsaw being pressured all the way out to the sideline. In the corner, Wilson runs him off the line. Mid-range jumper forced up off the iron, won't go. Wilson the board. Well, Richie picks up the dribble, needs a guard, throws it ahead to Anderson, who crosses half court. 3.5 to play. Vera in the corner, thought about the three, instead feeds Wilson on the block. Strong take. She's fouled and will shoot two.
Nice entry pass. Nice take by Reagan. See if we can get something in here, get something going.
I see Kristen up in the crowd, so I've got to point out on Sunday, JT has a pancake breakfast fundraiser going on at the Pioneer. It's from 6 to 11. I don't like pancakes, but I like the Pioneer's pancakes.
Is it all you can eat pancakes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby.
I love waffles.
Well, it's pancakes, Britt.
It's not a waffle deal.
But it's like the same thing, but they
Live and
taste so
prove
different.
You just can't make a woman happy. It's just
Like, think about it. They're the same
there's
thing,
all
same
you can eat
batter,
pile of
same butter,
pancakes
and
over
same
here, and I
syrup.
want something else.
They just taste different.
Oh,
Go
my
back to
goodness.
thinking.
This broadcast is going great.
Like I said, I'm just thinking.
Second free throw is up and off the iron. Wouldn't go. 17-13. It's a 4-point Lady Tiger lead with 3:20 to go in this first half. This is, of course, the Martin Metal broadcast here. Tonight we'll have another one coming up right after as the Versailles boys and the Wildcat boys do battle. We'll talk with Coach Espy at the half, see how his squad's doing, their thoughts going into this game. That's a tough Wildcat boys squad as well.
Warsaw used to have a really fun tournament down here back years ago. It was a really good one back in the 80s and 90s. It was a lot of fun.
Remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, I know you were not born or very little, but
Oh, extra pass. Anderson, or excuse me, that's not Anderson. That is Albrecht in the game. Blocks the shot, forces the jump ball.
yeah, Reagan played. She had a nice three the other night, I believe, on court warming night. She's going to be an all right player for it.
Lady Tigers with the ball up by 4, and yeah, Vera went to pass and then decided to dribble. And the problem is, once you've started the passing process after dribbling, you cannot dribble again.
You can do one or the other, but you cannot do both.
Bailey Slavens checks back into the game for Warsaw. She comes in for Jenna Gherkin. Slavens and Gherkin, both tall athletes that have been tasked with dealing with Richie. Accurate.
Uh-oh.
It's a jump ball or, I don't know, assault.
It's going to be a suplex. I think so. Reagan was lining up the suplex.
There's a legitimate chance of that. It's going to be Warsaw ball out of bounds. 2:32 to play. It's tossed in. Anderson gambles on skill. That easily could have been a foul.
Yeah, we got lucky there.
Driving baseline. It's taken away by Wilson. Versailles applying pressure literally to the sideline. The player had to jump out of bounds to make that pass. Warsaw going to reset. Splits the defense. Floater up off the front iron. Long rebound tracked down by the Lady Wildcats. Inside, pass to the corner, 3 dialed up for Warsaw, long board, and a tackle from behind on Albrecht. I'm not an official, but that is always a foul.
Nice job, Reagan, getting in there and boxing out.
I think Versailles should have a girls' football team.
I'm all for it. I would love to have a flag football team for these girls.
We could start practice tonight.
I've always wanted to do.
Ari would average 100 rushing yards a game, no
Literally.
problem.
All the coaches would
Yeah.
have heart attacks because of all the injuries they think they would be.
And another turnover on the press. Attacking the paint, extra pass goes off the leg of Richie. It'll stay with the Wildcats with exactly 2 minutes to play. This has been a very sloppy second quarter. The inbound, wing 3 left open for Warsaw off the front iron, won't go. Richie soaring for the board, and she's going to bring it up the floor.
Lady Tigers just need to get something. Just, oh my Lord.
Another travel called. I'm not positive, but I may have a turnover right now.
I was going to say.
Warsaw with the ball, 17-13. It's been that score since we got here today. Cross-court heave goes off the hands of the player. Recovered. Vera there defensively now. Minute 30 to go. Warsaw with the ball trailing by 4. Here in the second quarter, this Martin Metal broadcast. Left side shot blocked by Albrecht. Her second block. And the long board. Yeah, that's a foul. Long board chase down, and then Vera just kind of incidentally put 2 hands on the player and pushed her down. And that will be team foul 4 on the Lady Tigers with 1:20 to play. No one has scored in 3 days.
I was going to say. It's a biblical drought.
So Warsaw back to working around this zone. A corner 3 thrown up and knocked down. The drought is over. It's a 1-point game. 17-16 Lady Tigers lead. Albrecht breaks the press. Right side attacks the basket. Shot won't go. Rebound Wildcats. So any field goal here and the Wildcats could take the lead. The corner. Nothing there. Wilson takes away the driving lane. Under a minute to go. Calling out a set here. Warsaw going to patiently work around the outside. On the left wing. Pressure comes from Lady Tigers. Anderson the tip. Carries the Lady Wildcat into the backcourt. Anderson another tip. Versailles got to be careful not to foul here. Anything gives up free throws. Corner 3, though, dialed up from the Wildcats won't go. A whistle away from the ball.
They're going to call that on Reagan. Shooter foul.
Okay, so
It looked like a good box out.
So that will send Warsaw to the free throw line. Yeah, I didn't see the foul. I was watching ball, but
I don't know.
First free throw off the back iron.
Take a more sensitive approach to the game down here at Warsaw.
Second free throw. Chance to tie. And it's off the front iron. Wait, what? Wasn't that 2 free throws?
Well, she was shooting a 3 when she fouled.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know they called the foul on the shot. I thought it was a foul away
Yeah.
from ball. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm confused, but okay. Third free throw attempt coming up here. Third chance for the tie. Off the back iron. It won't go. The offensive rebound tipped around, blocked by Jones. Jones and Richie look at each other saying, I didn't foul her. The ref says, well, somebody did, we think. And they choose that the somebody was Kylie. Kylie still swears, I did not foul her.
You know, and I got to take Kylie's side on that because she normally does not foul when she blocks people.
Well, another free throw, and this one finally goes. We're knotted up at 17 apiece with 24 seconds left in the first half.
My other ear just turned back on, and so it was like a world of difference.
You know, for the people at home that don't know that your headphones don't work
Oh.
right, they're probably confused. Britt's got hearing aids on, apparently. We're tied at 17 apiece. Jones in the corner sheds the defender, tries to toss it to Richie. It's tipped, still tipped again. Bland recovers it. 17 seconds to go. Bland in a double team finds Brooke. It's knocked loose. Warsaw has it. Wants to run with 10 seconds to go. It's thrown ahead. Saved blindly backwards in the short or in the mid-range. Top of the key with 5 seconds to go. Warsaw, not aware of the time, gets it inside. Shots thrown up. Winds up in the hands of Moore. Moore to Anderson. Can't get a shot off. We've played one half and decided nothing. Tied at 17 apiece after 2. Come back with a Hy-Vee halftime show. You're listening to KS-95 Sports.
Hi, I'm Jason Blankenship, owner of Jason Blankenship CPA LLC. As the year quickly draws to a close, it's time to start thinking about tax planning strategies for your farm and business. We are happy to meet with you and help you see where things stand for the year. We can also give you advice on ways to spend money to help you grow your business, all while maximizing your tax savings. No matter what your tax, payroll, or accounting needs are, Jason Blankenship, CPA, LLC has got you covered. Celebrating 10 years of service to the Central Missouri area and looking forward to many more, give us a call at 573-557-2417 or stop by and see us at 401 East North Street in Eldon.
Since 1882, the Bank of Versailles has been locally owned and operated. Lending decisions are made right here in our community by people who understand real estate in the area. The Bank of Versailles is your local home and farm loan specialist, offering knowledgeable staff and competitive fixed rates that are hard to beat. The Bank of Versailles, building relationships with the people in our local community for 142 years. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Every day, your Jefferson City and Osage Beach Hy-Vee pharmacies are committed to your health and wellness. If you're enrolled in Medicare Part B, Medicare Advantage plans, and most commercial plans, they'll cover up to 8 over-the-counter COVID-19 tests per month at no cost through Hy-Vee. Most plans cover these costs and no prescription is required. Stop in at your Osage Beach or Jefferson City Hy-Vee pharmacy and see the helpful pharmacy staff today.
The Morgan County Health Center in Versailles reminds you you can help your child have a healthy future. Encourage them to get 1 hour or more of physical activity every day and limit screen time to 2 hours at most. Time spent in front of a screen watching TV or playing video games means less time being active. Make sure they get 3 servings of low or no-fat milk or yogurt every day, 4 servings of water, not sugary drinks, and 5 servings or more of fruit and vegetables. Healthy habits lead to a healthy future. A message from the Morgan County Health Center in Versailles.
Back now with the Hy-Vee halftime show, and we're joined by a special guest as head coach of the Versailles Tigers, Wyatt Espinoza, with us. Coach Espy, how's the squad look going into tonight's game?
Well, after yesterday, practice-wise, I felt like we had a good practice and we have a good game plan. So I'm excited and I look forward to, facing off another conference opponent, and not only just a conference opponent, but it's a familiar conference opponent, someone who we had in the Tri-County, and now we have in the Ozark Highlands. So kind of nice rivalry we have. I know we beat them in the past, but they're pretty solid this year. So we'll see what happens.
I got to see this Warsaw boys squad a little bit earlier in the season, just for the Christmas break. I was here with the Eldon Mustangs, and this is a Warsaw team that's got a couple kids that can really shoot the rock. What can your guys do to maybe slow down the offensive efforts of the Wildcats?
Well, I think if we pressure and we contest those shots to get it out of their hands, that'll make a big difference. And between James and Ferguson, when they're not scoring, their offense is struggling. So they run them off a bunch of screens, and a lot of stuff goes through them. So hopefully we can do something that makes them uncomfortable and gets the ball out of their hands.
Now, on the flip side of that, let's just call what we see. There have been stints this season where your boys have struggled a little bit offensively, finding who's going to score the rock. However, last couple of weeks, kind of the emergence of a new offensive star as TJ Schoolfield has found his own. What is TJ doing that is getting him in the scoring column so regularly?
Well, he's just playing loose and having fun, really. And you probably noticed that he's shooting a little bit deeper. And early on in the season, I kind of had to tell him, "Hey, bud, we want to make one a little closer before we start shooting those." Well, it's probably the worst thing I could have said, because he feels comfortable deeper than what he does right on the line. So he's been shooting those, and even whenever he's missing them, he's getting rebounds, going up strong, playing off to everything that we preach, and he's finding a lot of success in that.
I love the fact that some kids, when they come out at halftime to shoot around, they're throwing up rocks from half court and whatnot. I see Big Timo out here right now just working on his free throw game. That says a lot about the kid. But for you guys, what's going to be a key focus now? I know you talked about taking James and Ferguson out of the game, but offensively, what would you like to see from your squad?
Well, really just to continue to shoot with confidence, and we want to push the pace on offense, understanding that they're not very deep. So the more possessions that we have is probably better, because the more chances that they get in foul trouble. Now, I think defensively with our game plan, it might slow the game down a little bit, but offensively, if we can push it in transition, we might get easier baskets.
Now, this is a big week for you guys because obviously this game with Warsaw, and then you're back at home Friday with Sherwood. How important is it to try to get a win or two this week going into what can only be described as an absolutely loaded field at the Eldon tournament next week?
Oh, it's super important just to get some sort of confidence going into that loaded tournament over there. And I mean, this is of course we need to focus on what we have right in front of us, but um, understanding that we're playing schools that are our size and the demographic is a lot more similar than ours, and when we go over there that it's not. And we're going to be the underdogs in every game that we play. And tonight is a 50-50 game, and Friday's a 50-50 game, and we picked up Russellville tomorrow, and that's another game that's just a coin toss, and it depends on who shows up and who plays to determine the outcome.
Where's that Russellville game at tomorrow?
It's at home. At home, I think JV starts at 6, and the varsity follows.
I did not know that. So, I mean, like I said, the opportunity to get 3 big wins potentially before going into the Eldon tournament, where not to jump that far ahead, but in the Eldon tournament, you guys open up against a Eugene squad that I think it's safe to say that's a very good Eugene squad.
Absolutely, they're a great basketball team. And one thing that we were talking and where we were going to fall in that tournament wasn't too hard to guess. And I mean, we were going to be the 7 or 8 seed with what we've done so far, and we knew that Eugene was going to be 1 and 2, whether it was going to be Smith Cotton or Eugene. And we were honestly, our boys, myself, we are excited to play those games. We are so stoked, and we're looking forward to it because number one, we get an opportunity to shock the world and prove everybody wrong. And number two, I see advantages that we have in those games. I'm excited to see what we can do and how we can execute it at a high level.
All right, last question before I let you get back to it. What is, in your opinion, the most important thing for your team in tonight's game? The one key that could make the difference between a win and a loss?
All right, I'm just going to take stopping those 2 guys out of the question. But outside of that, I'm going to say offensively, we have got to play strong. And whether they're calling fouls or not, we got to play through that contact. And when we do, we can get to the free throw line. Now, on the season, we've shot well from the free throw line. We've shot about, I want to say, near 60%. And for high school, that's pretty solid whenever you talk about how many mediocre free throw shooters we have. Now, in the last game against Butler and the game against Bell, we haven't shot from the free throw line very well, but I want to say before those games, we were shooting above 60%. So if we're playing strong and we do get those calls, getting to the free throw line is a good thing for us. And, if we're not getting calls and we're playing strong, then we can play through that contact. So, yeah, play strong on offense is a big one.
I like it. Well, good luck tonight, Coach Espy. We're looking forward to seeing your squad in action.
Absolutely. Thank you. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. That is Coach Wyatt Espinoza, head coach of these Versailles Tigers as they get ready to do battle with the Warsaw Wildcats coming up after this girls game. We'll take a break, be back with second half. You're listening to KS-95 Sports.
Martin Metal, just outside of Versailles, Missouri, is proud to announce the operation of our new laminated post-production plant. We now offer our customers high-quality glued, nailed, and planed 3-ply, 4-ply, and 5-ply columns. Yellow pine and treated 2x6 and 2x8 constructed. These posts won't split, warp, or twist and are backed by a 50-year warranty against rotten decay. Order by the job, the bundle, or the truckload as we offer delivery in Missouri and across the heartland of America. Call Martin Metal to find out more. 573-378-4050 and move your project forward with Martin Metal.
The students of Lake Area schools have done a lot to make their communities proud. Many have stayed to help the Lake Area grow and prosper. Whether they excel through sports or through academics, our students need our support. As a parent, be a part of your child's education. As a community, be a part of their activities by attending sporting events, concerts, and other extracurricular activities. Our support means better leaders for tomorrow. From Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie.
All right, getting ready to resume the second half.
What's up?
Becker? I'm not sure on top. Sorry about that. Fan interaction is always important. They're not our fan, but still a fan nonetheless. Oh, as we get ready to jump into the third quarter of Action American Sun Control third quarter, Jason, what's some keys to you for the second half you'd like to see the Versailles ladies execute on?
I just like to see them come out and get going quick, play fast here in this third quarter. That second quarter, we only scored, I think, like 1 or 2 points, and that was it.
That's rough.
Yeah, it was basically just free throws. I think I messed up my scoring column here, but I think it was either 1 or maybe 3 points tops in that quarter. Just free throws. I don't think we had a field goal. So I'd just like to see us come out to a little quicker start and get a little bit of a pace going here.
No, I agree. Scoring early and often would be nice for the Lady Tigers. We'll see how they start things off. Richie gets the first touch of the game off the inbounds, looking for the back cut to Anderson. It's tipped up, goes out of bounds, and should stay with the Lady Tigers. Wait, what?
Well, it's got to be our ball now. Come on.
I mean, I'll give the Warsaw player credit. She just very casually stepped up, like, I'll inbounds this. Can't blame her for trying. Jones instead will be the trigger man. They double Kylie off the screen. It's into Dakota. Her shot won't go. Gets her own miss, puts it up, and is fouled. She'll shoot 2.
Working hard down there. Now, if you try to step out and get a ball that you shouldn't be getting, can that be called the intentional flop rule now that they're doing? Is that an intentional flop by?
I don't think. I think that's more of just trying to trick an official.
Trickery.
I'm here for the trickery. Dakota's first free throw line drive off the back iron wouldn't go.
She likes those bank shots, don't she?
She really does. Second free throw for Moore, and a chance to give the Lady Tigers the lead once again. Off the back iron, same spot, same result. So we stay knotted up 17 apiece. Skip pass, corner 3, dialed up from Warsaw, knocked down. Wow.
Tough shot.
That's a big bucket in a low-scoring game.
Yes. We got to find some offense.
Richie going to bring the ball up the floor. Needs a guard. Fires a rocket across to Jones. She goes high post to Moore. Moore attacks. Has it taken away.
That's hard for a big to dribble down the middle of the lane like that.
Yeah, and split the defense. Warsaw back offensively. Working around the outside of the zone. Couple pass fakes. Wing 3 dialed up left side. Knocked down back-to-back threes. And just like that, the Lady Wildcats are up 6. Bland a little trouble on the sideline, able to regain her balance. Keep the dribble alive, finds Richie. Richie attacking long strides through the contact. No foul, gets her own miss. She's fouled on the floor. And the shot fell, but they'll call it before the shot. I kind of thought Kylie got fouled on the initial shot.
Yeah, I did too, but
nonetheless, I like that after back-to-back threes, Kylie kind of said, I want the ball, and started going to the rim.
Somebody's got to step up for these girls. We're just lackadaisical right now. It's not happening.
Jones to Anderson in the corner. Thought about the shot, instead drives. Gets pushed off the mid-range out to Bland. Bland called for a travel. Puts the hand on the hip, looks at the ref. I did not reverse the call. So Warsaw with the ball in a 6-point lead. 6-0 run here to start the second half. We've only played a minute and a half. Anderson really getting after it defensively at half court.
Careful, Brooke. You're going to get 3.
Warsaw has done all their damage from the three-point line. It's a steal by Anderson. Anderson on the fast break left side. Shot blocked from behind. What a recovery from Jenna Gherkin. That was an impressive play from Gherkin just to not give up on it and stay with it. I like that Anderson went up strong, though.
Got to give these Warsaw girls credit. It's been a long time since Versailles had a field goal.
It's tossed into Anderson. She gets by the defender, steps into a mid-range jumper off the front iron. Rebound hauled in by the Lady Wildcats, but it's restolen by Ari. Ari picks it up in the mid-range. Her shot goes.
There it is.
Great play by Jones to get the turnover and the bucket.
She has the ability to give you that little shot of energy.
And Brooke at half court. And a timeout going to be called by the Warsaw. Oh, no.
Oh.
They got
our third?
Okay.
Yep.
I thought it was pretty good defense personally, but the official disagreed. Brooke will pick up her third. So at the top of the key, Lady Wildcats stepping into their offense. 4-point lead, 23-19 with 5:45 to go in the American Sun Control third. The three's offline. Jones has got another board. Ari just stops on a dime, hits the crossover, finds Anderson at the top of the key. Now Richie firing low to Moore, pass offline. Dakota dives on it. Timeout called by Coach Moon.
Smart call.
Yeah, to save possession. We've seen that a couple times. I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to run a high-low action with Kylie to feed Dakota on the block. I mean, no disrespect to Kylie, but I feel like she's forced a couple of those tonight that have wound up as turnovers. And I mean, I get the idea, but it's one of those that you don't necessarily have to have that as your result. If the pass isn't there, you don't have to force it. Coach Moon talking his girls up. Said the Lady Wildcats have done all their damage from the three-point line. Inside, they haven't really wanted to go in and deal with Moore and Richie too bad.
They found a way around them.
So Versailles maintains possession. 5:27 to go in the American Sun Control third. Jones, the trigger man. Into Richie.
Oh, just late. There it is.
Out to Bland. Richie back at the top of the key. Over to Anderson. Anderson will reset. They post Richie low. She's got a good post up. Gets it. One strong dribble. Turnaround off the glass and in.
That was there.
There's not going to be an answer for that. Once she gets the defender pinned on her backside, it's all over. So just like that, the lead down to 2, and the Tigers force the turnover. So a good job by Versailles to not get their head down after the back-to-back threes, and instead they battled right back into it. Jones tosses it into Richie. She'll put it on the floor and bring it up. Left side, if they don't stop her, she'll go to the rim. Instead, she drops it off to Bland. Wing three for the lead. It's too strong. Tipped around. Ari Jones, another board, but it's stripped loose and winds up in the hands of the Wildcats.
Who's that going to be?
I think they're going to get Sarah for that
That'll
one.
be her third, I believe. Thought it was going to be Brooke, but
it looked like a steal, but instead
24. There we go.
Okay.
That'll be Sarah's third.
It was 1-2-4.
Let's say we don't have a 14.
Well, then give her the foul. That actually works out pretty well. So Wildcats hold on to possession. Sarah pressuring full court, trying to go to the baseline, and it's tipped by Richie. Out of bounds to stay with the Lady Wildcats. Katie Davidson going to check into the game. She comes in for Bland.
Katie D's first action for the night.
4:45 to play. High post shot for the Wildcats. It's short, and Anderson has the board. Brooke using the RE screen to make a little space, cuts it inside. It's stripped from behind, though, and
fouls are starting to hurt the Lady Tigers now.
Yeah, that one's going to go on Ari. I mean, Ari was just kind of wrong place, wrong time at that point.
Be her third as well.
Well, Tigers going to have to play some clean basketball here for the next quarter. That's also the third team foul.
Bet Vera will probably be coming here pretty quick.
Wildcats by 2 go to the high points near travel. Play on. Davidson there defensively. Jones takes away the baseline. And a little floater from the mid-range won't go. Richie the board. They try to pressure her. She just turns the corner and bring the ball up. Picks it up at half court, though. Needs a guard. Finds Anderson. And Richie's got the pin down low. They go right back to her, and a foul as they were reaching on Richie.
That would be every time. I would keep going to that every single time.
Yeah, I would absolutely make them change the defense. I mean, I would post Kylie up until she was exhausted at this point.
The cows come home.
Because I'm just going to say they don't have an answer for that one-on-one. No. And Kylie's footwork is so good. The inbounds, they toss it into Kylie, splits the defense and lays it in. We're knotted up at 23 apiece. It's a 6-0 run from the Lady Tigers to tie it up. Warsaw working around the outside. Lane to the basket underneath. And a double dribble going to be called. Another turnover forced by the Lady Tigers. And a timeout called by the Warsaw bench as Versailles has went on a run here. It's a 30, so we'll go ahead and hold it. Britt, are you awake?
I am.
It scares me when you're this quiet.
I can't hear myself.
You can't hear yourself?
No, can you hear me?
Yeah.
A little bit. That's usually plenty.
Oh. You know why we can't hear Britt? Because her mic was turned off?
Oh, yeah, you do that to me quite often.
Yeah.
Yep, it's the greatest feature.
Britt, what's your takeaway on the start to this second half? How the Lady Tigers climb back into this game?
Clean defense. Fouls are starting to rack up, and you still have this quarter to play and the rest, the whole fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter, when you're tied up here, it ultimately decides the game. So if you have 2-3 starters with 4 fouls, and they get their 5th one, they sit the bench, that could be a really bad issue.
Well, Jason, I completely agree with what you said, though. If I'm Versailles, if this Warsaw squad wants to stay man, I'm going to let Richie post and pin them every chance they get. And
I'll tell you what, these guys, they are all over the travel calls, aren't they?
Yeah, they are big Macarena fans.
My Lord.
And you can hear the music in the background. Macarena is being done officiating style today. Warsaw, quick trigger, corner 3 off the iron, won't go. Rebound hauled in by Davidson. Will tips it over to Richie. Richie on the fast break, left hand for the glass, up and good.
Sweet touch.
And the Lady Tigers storm back to retake the lead, 25-23. This is now an 8-0 run from the Tigers. Shot forced up, won't go. Rebound tipped, hauled in by Gherkin. Dished out, step back, 3 from the corner off the iron. That's tipped out of bounds off the wide.
Oh. Need to have another conversation.
Coach Moon giving some advice to his squad of, and I quote, grab the ball.
Emphatically.
Perhaps they should run chili. High post, strip, reach in, foul on Anderson, and that will be her 4th.
That hurts.
So Brooke gonna
stay in. Oh, mercy.
No, I think they're gonna bring Ari in for Brooke, and they bring Reagan in for Dakota Moore. So on the floor for the Lady Tigers, it's gonna be Katie Davidson, Ari Jones, Kylie Ritchie, Reagan Wilson, and Amanda Vera.
Ari has to be careful too, whatever that means.
Inbounds is tipped. High post, Gherkin. Turnaround jumper from the free throw line, up and good.
Nice shot.
Nodded back up 25-piece. Gherkin's impressed me tonight.
Yeah.
Vera trying to break the press, does so, being harassed along the sideline. It's tipped out of bounds, and Coach Moon looking for a blocking foul, but not going to get one. Three minutes to play here in the American Sun Control third quarter. It's anybody's game. That was a lot of steps.
That was a lot of.
I'm very confused. I guess that is also a part of the Macarena.
I'm going to have that song stuck in my head now.
I know. That's why I keep saying it, because I do. In the corner. Going to the block. It's a steal. Davidson has it. To Vera. Vera in a trap. She's hacked. That one is a foul. And that should be, no, that's the 4th team foul, excuse me. So each team with 4 team fouls, anything after this is free throws. Tied at 25 apiece with 2:40 to play in the American Sun Control third quarter. Tigers running a stack to get it inbounds. Richie with a big old smile just steps up and gets the ball.
I don't know what she's smiling at.
But she's going to take Gherkin down low and just post her hard. Oh. Outside. She'll get and drive baseline. Gherkin tries to take it away, and that should be free throws for Kylie now. I like this. Kylie is being ultra aggressive right now.
Yeah.
That's
free throws.
Gherkin's 4th foul.
That should be free throws. That still should be. There we go. That one official was bound and determined we were inbounding this ball.
We got plenty of people here to remind them.
Kylie's first free throws up and good. Lady Tigers regain the lead 26-25. Yeah, you're right. Gherkin's 4th foul. That's huge. As she really is the only player on this squad that can actually come close to matching up height-wise to Kylie.
Yeah, you just replace her with a girl a foot shorter, man. I'm going to Kylie.
Second free throw for Richie. Off the back iron, won't go. Rebound kept alive by Wilson. And
let him play.
Fight for the loose ball, and Vera's going to call for the foul. I mean, that was a 50-50 ball. So
we're getting into 10 o'clock with all these whistles.
Yeah, a lot of free throws going to be shot here this evening. .225 to go in the American Sun Control third quarter of action. First free throw off the back iron won't go. Second free throw. Knocked down. So we're knotted up 26 apiece. Jones gets the inbound. Races up the floor before the trap can be set. Skips it over to Davidson, who turns, fires to Wilson. Corner 3 for the lead. Reagan got it.
That's a big shot.
29-26. Lady Tigers in the lead with 2 minutes to play in the American Sun Control third. Can they get a stop now? Yeah, you're not kidding. The matchup for Richie just got a lot smaller.
Yes, it's go time with her.
Their only other height, they've got a 5'10", 5'11", maybe 6-foot girl out there, but she plays out on the wing. They go to her at the free throw line, dished out. That's a running start before the catch is made. Travel, turnover back to the Lady Tigers. Versailles a chance to put a little space in this one.
Yeah, and it feels like even a small gap is a huge one in this game.
Well, I mean, we've seen 29 points to have the lead in the third. Not exactly a high-scoring affair.
No.
Ari.
There she is.
Fires to Richie. Richie, extra step, and that may have been one too many. Yeah, she went off the pivot. The thing is, though, I'm not positive that's not the same step through she normally does.
I feel like there's a lot of these steps that are normal for us that are getting called tonight.
Racing down, shot forced up around Richie. I don't know how that went.
How that went in.
It could not have been any lower, or it would have hit the bottom of the iron. Warsaw draws within one. Ari to Vera. Inside to Kylie. Kylie pass fake. Drops it off to Wilson. Back out to Amanda. Inside to Kylie. Kylie turnaround. Up under through contact. Counted and a foul. Kylie Richie is taking over this game in the third quarter.
That was a nice job right there.
Kylie had a double team, and it did not phase her.
Nope. Keep feeding her, man. She'll never get full.
She had, what did she say, 8 Hawaiian rolls before this?
Sure did.
You never get full of baskets.
That's a lot of Hawaiian rolls.
That's a lot of I mean, I don't even know how
That's more than a half a pack.
I would blow up and die.
I just want to know, do you put butter on them or you just eat them straight?
I think they were eating them straight.
That just seemed weird to
No,
me.
why would you even have a package of them? Like, who gets on a
probably
school
had
bus
sliders.
with a package of
I like to
Hawaiian
believe one of the kids that got on the bus, like, anybody got any snacks? Like, I got this random pack of Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah, donuts. No, we're going to get Hawaiian rolls.
I mean, those Hawaiian rolls, though, if used right, are good.
You get the right butter on them. They're perfect.
If you just tuned into this broadcast and you're like, are they talking about Hawaiian rolls? Yes. When you ask what is feeding Kylie Richie's 14-point, I don't know how many block and rebound performance tonight, Hawaiian rolls, and a lot of them.
One eats Airhead Extremes. The other one's all about Hawaiian rolls. I'll tell you what.
Sure about Brooke.
Coach Moon has got a heck of a fitness program going right now to bring out the best in these athletes.
Britt, that's your homework. We got to find out what drives Brooke Anderson.
Drives
like
Brooke?
all
Okay.
Billy goats, they just eat trash.
Billy goat.
Oh, man. If you're tuning into this broadcast still and you've been here since the beginning, I got to say, I appreciate you. You've got willpower. All right, 1:15 to play. Somebody's going to win this ball game. 32-28 is Lady Tiger lead, and the ball dribbled on the sideline. They got the stop back to the Lady Tigers. Well, that's awkward. You basically have to stand right in front of the bench. Kylie just kind of steps out of the way, like, I'm going to go over here instead.
Not a lot of room down there by that rail.
So Jones going to be patient, bring it to the front court as we close in on a minute to go in the American Sun Control third quarter. 4-point Lady Tiger lead. Vera steps into the defense. Wilson wants another corner. 3 won't go. Rebound. Who else but Ari Jones? Vera, 3, top of the key, nearly banked in. Ari fighting for another.
Ari
ties it up. Girl. Jump ball going to be called, but possession arrow.
She never let go of that ball. She looked up with her head and still had the ball in her hand.
Nice job.
If we had a football team, that girl is going for $120 every game. All right, she is going to be the Saquon Barkley of the Flag Football League.
There is no height on the floor for Warsaw right now.
Take advantage.
I take it back. She's Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch had a Skittles addiction, so
that's true.
This one fits. Start calling Ari Beast Mode. Warsaw with the ball, 40 seconds to go. Lady Tigers lead by 4. Ball tipped out of bounds. Quick hands by Vera. We'll stay with the Wildcats. I just spent the last minute trying to remember what day it is.
I don't know.
This time of year is tough. And a hand check going to go against Reagan Wilson, so that'll be free throws for the Lady Wildcats. First free throw's up and good. Lead down to 3. 36 seconds played. Josie bench checks back into the game. Should come in for Reagan Wilson. Second free throw. Rims out. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Davidson.
Good job, Katie.
Ari's got the ball with 30 seconds to go as she crosses half court. Lady Tigers by 3, trying to extend that. Davidson over to Josie. Corner 3. It's a long rebound, Wildcats. Warsaw wants to run. Pass ahead. It's picked off by Davidson.
Got time.
Gives it to Bench, but a tie-up. That's got to be a jump. What? That thing was tied up for like 10 seconds. And somehow Warsaw gets a timeout. I don't know how that's even possible. All right, we're all confused in this, Jim. All right, so I've seen some games where a jump ball's called after half a second. That one, they laid on the floor with the ball looking at each other until finally the timeout was called. But Warsaw gets the timeout in.
Man, that's something else.
To be fair, I just watched the ref walk over and tell the guy at the table, that should have been a jump ball.
No kidding.
Oh, this is a weird night. Tell you what, 12 seconds to play in the quarter. Warsaw saves possession because that would have went to the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, that would have been huge.
So, Britt, what do you think?
I'm just thinking.
That's going to get put on a T-shirt, all right? I'm just thinking.
I'm just thinking about
Deep thoughts by Britt.
the ref stance, okay? That is enough to say what I'm thinking.
The yawn?
No?
Oh. The mustache.
I thought we were going to get a foul or a travel during the timeout. I didn't know. I thought.
They'll probably kick me out if I try to say anything, so
Oh,
I'm just going to stay
goodness.
thinking.
Warsaw on the inbounds. Lobs to the top of the key. A drive and a hand check foul on Bench. So Warsaw will go back to the line with 10.5 seconds left in the third quarter. The boys' game that was scheduled to start at 7:30 will get underway Friday of next week.
Yeah, I was going to say, we'll still be here broadcasting. Yeah.
And the third quarter. We'll still be in the third quarter.
First free throws up and good. Yeah, we're going to have to move. Oh, wait, no. Court warming was last week. Never mind. I was afraid they're going to have to move that. Second free throw up and good. It's a 1-point game, 32-31 with 10 seconds. Can the Lady Tigers get a shot off before the quarter expires? 6 seconds to go as Ari races into the front court. They try to bring the trap. She skips it up to Richie, who will try a three. Oh, nearly got it to bank in. Richie was very excited to shoot it.
Yeah, she was.
We've played 3 very interesting quarters. The fourth is coming up. You're listening to KS-95 Sports.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading AirEase products. Every AirEase product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling for reliable products offered by reliable people called DeGraff and Reed Heating and Cooling.
Take your softball and baseball skills to the next level. The Shed is Eldon's own indoor hitting facility that features 2 full cages with screens, tees, and pitching lanes. You'll love their top-of-the-line pitching machine that throws a variety of speeds with precise locations to perfect your swing. The Shed also has a workout facility. You can add it to your cage rental or just purchase as a regular membership. Open Monday through Friday, 3:30 to 8, and Saturday and Sunday from noon to 8. Look for the big white building across from Gerb's in Eldon. Book times now on Facebook at The Shed LLC. See you at The Shed.
Well, as we get ready for the fourth quarter of action, Jason Blankenship, CPA fourth quarter, we're here and we're just thinking. That's what we do. Have a nice little talk in between quarters. Richie looks for the backdoor cut. Bland puts it up. It's too strong. Long rebound hauled in by the Wildcats. You know, that was impressive. The Blair split the defense and had to brush her hair out of her face while protecting the ball. Shot thrown up around Richie. You could tell her being there caused an issue. A foul on Ari. She just knocked the girl's hand away. Like, stop it. Stop fouling me. Oh, corner 3 dialed up from Sarah. Won't go. Good look, though. And the rebound on the floor tied up by Richie. So that's a jump ball.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think Moon's starting to get really confused here.
Interesting. Just thinking. 32-31. Lady Tigers lead the Wildcats into the front court. Double dribble going to be called.
Got to be something.
Excellent call right there.
Ball back to the Lady Tigers. completely away from the game of basketball. Kristen Bench has the coolest hat. Turnover to Warsaw. Warsaw on the run out. Shot up and in, and the Lady Wildcats have their first lead since early in the third quarter. No, excuse me, they didn't lead in the third quarter. First lead since the first half. Anderson showing off the handles, able to break the press. Brooke really can handle the rock. Jones to Richie. Extra pass underneath.
Nice. I got to finish that.
But what?
What?
Oh, okay, that was everyone in the gym got confused. The way he signaled it was that the foul went on Dakota Moore.
Yeah,
Coach
there was no way
Coach Moon was livid there for a second until the ref then was like, "Oh wait, no, I actually mean it was Warsaw fouled Moore." So Dakota was at the other end of the floor. We were all confused. Just Dakota had a great box out fighting for the board, but that's an over the back call on Warsaw.
Oh my!
Just keep thinking, Britt. You just keep thinking. Jones tosses it into Richie.
Hitter. There
Back
it
to
is.
Ari. Just bobbled the pass. Needs help. Skips it out to Bland. Thought about the three. Goes to Jones in the corner. Up to Brooke. They are doubling Kylie when she flashes high right now. Jones, three from the wing. Won't go. Good fight for it for Dakota Moore underneath. But the rebound long out of bounds. Back to the Wildcats. Warsaw leads 33-32. Points at a premium.
Hard to come by tonight.
Look at the face guarding by Sarah Bland. Warsaw able to get it across half court, though. On the wing, trying to go to the block to Gherkin. Turnaround jumper off the back iron. Won't go Richie. The board gets slapped in the face.
Down the floor.
In Kylie's defense, she had like a hand in her eye. So.
Yeah.
Anderson drives, skips it to the corner. Three dialed up for the lead.
It's a beautiful shot by Sarah.
Is that her second or third three?
I've got her down as her first.
Oh,
maybe I messed up.
No, that's Reagan I was thinking of.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Reagan hit one.
And the ball out of bounds. That's off the Wildcats. Turnover back to the Lady Tigers. They lead by 2 with the ball here in the fourth quarter. Jason Blankenship, CPA fourth quarter of action. 6:08 to play.
Finally got some momentum going here.
Ari into Richie. One dribble. Out to Brooke. Inside out three. Top of the key.
Oh.
Good look one go. Ari Jones on another board. Jump ball called and it favors the Tigers.
Ari is just working, man.
Ari is the Dennis Rodman of girls basketball.
She's just got a natural nose for the ball. She knows where where it's going to bounce off the rim at. She's just there.
Think about it. She flies all over the place, plays great defense, rebounds, and eats a lot of candy.
Yeah.
Ooh, and shot up and in. Welcome to the Kylie Richie Show. All over pass tipped. Warsaw able to recover it. 37-33. Mid-range floater. Wow, that's a pretty shot up and good.
Man, they always have an answer.
5:40 to play. Lady Tigers by 2. This game is going to come down to the final few possessions.
There it is.
Pass underneath. Oh, Moore just couldn't handle it. It's saved by Vera. Thrown back blindly, and Warsaw. That's a carry. Yeah, you can avoid the steal, but if you have to bring it up over the player's hand, it's a good try, though.
In theory, it looks good.
So Tigers regain possession. 5:30 to go. 37-35 here in the Jason Blankenship CPA fourth quarter here in our Martin Metal broadcast. On deck, we do have the Versailles boys and Warsaw boys. Coach Moon calling out line. We've learned a lot of Coach Moon's plays tonight. It's inbounded to Sarah. She's left with a little space, was trying to hit more on the back cut, but it's tipped and stolen by the Wildcats. Ari tips it loose, but it's recovered by Warsaw. Tips another. It's out of bounds. Last touched by Sarah. The crowd strongly disagree.
The V-Town faithful are riled up over
They
there.
emphatically disagree. But I say again, Kristen Bench has the coolest hat in that entire crowd.
Yeah, without a doubt.
He looks like he's ready to caddy at the PGA.
Old school cool.
Shot forced up. Foul going to be called. I'll send Warsaw to the free throw line. Who'd they get for the foul?
I think they got Dakota.
You are correct. It does go on Dakota, her third. There's like 12 Versailles girls with 3 fouls.
We haven't even had 12 go in the game.
I know. That's what makes it impressive.
That's what makes it even crazier.
Yeah, Coach Moon's got 4, all right. He's playing it safe down there. First free throw is short. Lead stays at 2. Chance to cut it to 1 here for Warsaw. At the line, that's Tana Howe. Her free throw rattles and falls. 37-36 with 5:18 to play.
Nobody can get a lead in this game, hardly.
So in the game for the Tigers, Vera, Wilson, Anderson, Ritchie, and Jones. Ritchie running point to break this press. Gets it to Ari on the run in the middle of the floor. She skips it to Brooke. Pass just a little too high, though. Carries Brooke into the second row. So Warsaw regains possession. Any field goal would take the lead.
We break the press pretty easy, but then once we do that is when we kind of get a little sloppy.
I'd love to see the Lady Tigers go back to that Ritchie post. A good steal from behind by Vera. Anderson has it. It's knocked loose from behind by Gherkin. Brooke able to run it down. Needs to find help. She does so in Wilson. Over to Vera. Vera going to step back, draws the double team, and it's tipped by Warsaw out of bounds into the Tiger bench.
Warsaw changing it up on Kylie down there a little bit now.
Did you see what happened with Sarah? She tried to grab the ball and it just rolled behind her.
Yeah, she did a whole dance move trying to avoid it. Kylie runs Rover to get open. Skipped over to Vera, now in the corner. Wilson gets Kylie cutting to the block. One dribble, draws the double. Team needs help. Out to Vera. Extra pass, Anderson. Three, top of the key, halfway down. Jones, another offensive board put back. Ari is living on the offensive glass tonight.
She's got to be getting close to 10, Colton.
Oh, yeah. And blocked by Kylie Ritchie just fouled the basketball. I don't know what else to call it.
I don't.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
She's trying to get her an explanation, but
Kylie had kills in volleyball that didn't get that much ball. That is, wow. Oh, okay. The official saying that it was Now, I want a rules explanation on that because the official saying it was the contact after the ball that she made contact with the player. I thought once the shot was blocked, the contact after. I don't know how that falls. But they're saying it was after the block that she made contact with the player.
I know one thing's for sure and two things for certain. She is not very happy right now.
No.
And that fuels her fire very much. So if I was the other team, I would be just a little scared.
If I'm Versailles, go to Ritchie. You got her a little fired up, use it. In the corner, Wilson, she's hit that before, goes to Jones. They really are watching Ritchie everywhere she goes, one fronting and one backing. Three from Bland off the back iron. Wilson keeps it alive. Good job, Reagan. Reagan Wilson on the offensive glass. It's a 3-point Lady Tiger lead, 41-38 with 4:05 to go. Warsaw around the outside. Oh, it's tipped loose by Ari. Ran down. Oh, near over and back. Save blindly back. The Wildcats keep it alive. And Kylie swats that one clean for sure. Anderson has it on the run out. Extra pass to Bland on the...
You're sprinting down the court. How do you get a travel call?
I have the same reaction as Kylie.
At a full fast break down the court. How do you travel?
I don't know. I'm lost. This is...
I don't know.
All right, we're going to try this again. 3:45 to go, 41-38. Warsaw with the ball. Working around the outside. This game, I'm not exaggerating, has more travels and fouls called than points.
No kidding.
3-point game, and the ball thrown out of bounds. Back to the Lady Tigers. It looks like Sarah Bland going to check back into the game. She'll come in for Amanda Vera. Coach Moon uses a nice rotation. They'll go 7, 8, sometimes 9 deep.
Yeah.
And it seems to me like a lot of these girls kind of know their role on the team.
Yep.
Find what you do well and do it well.
Oh.
And Ari misses the 3. Brooke, she'll try it.
There it is.
Get it. My favorite of that was Ari had the look, wasn't going to shoot it, and you hear Kylie yelling, hey, you're wide open, you're wide open. Mid-range jumper off the iron won't go. Ritchie fighting for the board. It's tipped around, pulled in by Warsaw. Wing 3 lined up, off the board won't go. Players on the floor, of course, Ari's one of them.
Jones.
Jump ball called, and it favors the Wildcats.
I just have to mention she did come up with the ball, so I think that's very impressive. She just came up with the ball each time tonight.
If Ari gets her hands on it, she's getting the basketball. That's
absolutely.
And a full timeout called by the Warsaw bench. Versailles leads by 6 with just under 3 minutes to play. When we come back, you're listening to KS-95 Sports.
Veracruz Mexican Restaurant invites you to join them for a casual lunch or a nice family dinner out with delicious, authentic Mexican cuisine. Veracruz has a great selection of burritos, tacos, seafood, enchiladas, salads, and more, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Grab dinner tonight from one of their 3 locations: Veracruz on South Highway 5 in Versailles, Veracruz Jr. on Highway 52 in Stover, or on Highway 65 in Lincoln. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, a proud sponsor of local athletes.
Hi, I'm Colton Taylor, and I use Versailles Total Fitness. Their 24-hour access makes it easy for me to fit gym time into my busy schedule. I love how spacious and versatile their gym is. With a wide selection of free weights, cable machines, and all the cardio equipment you could need, I have plenty of options to help me stay in shape to cover our local sports teams. They work hard to provide a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. Join me and everyone else at Versailles Total Fitness in becoming a healthier you. Versailles Total Fitness at 31 North Monroe, or give them a call at 573-789-6800.
We did some thinking over the break. Now we're back ready to go. 44-38. Lady Tigers by 6 with just under 3 minutes to play. Warsaw, a little trouble getting it in, and it's another tie-up. This should be a jump ball. Man,
they're getting after it.
Listen, if you got bonus points for, like, not letting go of a jump ball, these Lady Tigers would be up like 12.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got a little bit of a lead. It's been a tough game. Man, finish it. Get on the floor, scrap, fight, do whatever you got to do.
Albrecht checks into the game for Reagan Wilson. Like I said, we talk about using the bench in a good rotation. Albrecht has become a very important part of this rotation.
Yes, she has.
Oh, and the full court heave. Anderson's able to run it down. Wisely pulls it back out.
Oh,
and Albrecht sets
Albrecht laying some wood out there.
Yeah, it wasn't completely set, though, so that'll be a offensive foul and a turnover back to the Wildcats.
That's a pretty good hit for such a little girl, though.
Yeah, there ain't a whole lot to her, but
man, she rattled her teeth.
To be fair, I have played old man ball with John before, and let me tell you, his screens are never set stationary either. So that's where she learned that.
He doesn't look like a finesse player to me.
No, but he will screen you all night and day. Top of the key, 3 from the Wildcats. Draws nothing but net, not in the good way. Ball out of bounds, back to the Lady Tigers.
For sales, man. Let the clock be your friend here. Just let that thing run a little bit if you can. Don't hurry.
It makes me laugh when, like, I see some of these girls try to body Ari so she can't run, and she casually shrugs them off like they're not there. And Kylie showing off the speed. Pass ahead to Wilson. Oh, it rattles out Ari. Another offensive board, and her shot is blocked by Gherkin.
That'll be Brooks' foul.
Brooke going to be called for the foul.
Yeah. Playing with 4 fouls, you got to play a little different. It's all right.
And it's going to foul Brooke out of this game. She is not thrilled by it by any means. I really would like to know how many offensive boards Ari Jones has now. I don't think it's crazy that she's near 10.
I think she's double digits.
And we're not talking rebounds total. We're talking offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
The crazy part is she has more offensive rebounds than points.
By far.
Oh, and it's knocked loose by Bland. Sarah head of the pack, and she is fouled. Ari would have had another offensive board. That was a great job by Sarah, jumping the lane, getting all ball to strip it loose, and going strong on the run out. And that will be foul number 5 as well on Maylee Slavens.
I think if Sarah makes this will be the largest Tiger lead of the night, wouldn't it? 7?
You would be correct. 7 would be the largest lead for either team, for that matter, as Sarah's first free throw halfway down came back out. Lead stays at 6 with 2:20 to play. I don't want to throw a jinx out here or anything, but the way this game has gone, you've got to believe that a 7-point lead would be a pretty wide margin and put the Tigers near close to ceiling. And the second free throw is good. 45-38 with 2:20 to play. The Jason Blankenship CPA fourth quarter. Farrah there defensively.
Don't foul.
Tigers with 4 team fouls, so anything would result in free throws, and 3 points is not what you want to give away right now. Gherkin steps out the top of the key. Wildcats working around the outside. Corner 3 left open, but before the shot, a travel gonna be called.
I love Kylie.
I didn't see it.
She's my spirit animal.
Oh, I didn't see Kylie either, but
It wasn't what she did. She just.
Can you believe he called it travel? I'm shocked.
First one we've seen tonight.
The other guys have called maybe one apiece. He's got 47.
Kylie on the inbounds, throws it ahead to Vera, and she keeps it alive amongst three defenders. Another crossover.
Just hold up, girl. Pull it up. Hold up.
Finds Ari. Ari going to settle it down. Goes to Richie at the high post. She is fouled. Goes through the foul all the way to the rim. Lays it in.
That'll work.
And Tigers lead by 9. Their biggest of the night with under 2 minutes to play. Versailles trying to salt this one away and pick up win number 9 on the season. 9-3 would be crazy. It's picked off by Richie.
Nice steal. Just take your time.
Kylie, a little handoff to Ari. Ari breaks this full court pressure. Right back to her.
We don't need to hurry here.
You never have to worry if Kylie's open or you're open near Kylie. She will tell you.
Yeah.
Middle of the game. And a bullet pass, but it's tipped out of bounds. Last touched by the Wildcats. So with 1:15 to play, Coach Moon looking out, going, "Hey, we don't need that. We're up 9."
We got some of these youngsters out here still learning the game and learning the situation.
Honestly, you don't need a shot if
you don't need a shot. Just hold on to it. If you're
unless there's
one, make it a free throw.
Yeah, if there's a wide open layup, that's fine. Jones. I mean, she's not even looking to score. She puts it on her hip. Like, if you want to come foul me, you can come foul me.
Until Warsaw comes up there, I wouldn't even bother.
Vera. Oh, a break for the Tigers. Vera started to attack baseline. Coach Moon called the timeout. The baseline ref called a charge. The other ref called a timeout.
The other one was trying to figure out where we can get a travel. And Brittany was just thinking.
Oh, I'm excited for the next game, guys.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait for.
I'm already thinking about
I can't wait for Thursday either.
What's Thursday?
Probably when the next game will start.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm surprised we made it out of the third quarter, though.
That's true. This fourth quarter has went a little quicker. The poor boys have been standing in the tunnel for like an hour.
They're going to need to stretch again.
I was going to say, at some point, they're going to need the gym for prom.
TJ's already laughing, talking a little smack. TJ and Reese came up here to see us before the game. And Reese was, all hyped about tonight. And TJ was talking trash to Reese about, hey, you need to pick it up. I've been carrying the scoring load lately, and I'm about tired of it. Oh, man. I don't know TJ very well, but the kid's a character.
He's a funny kid.
I enjoy talking to him.
He's a funny kid.
So the Versailles ladies trying to, once again, salt this one away, get to 9-3 on this season. I mean, that's
huge.
Oh, yeah. That would be a fantastic start. You got a chance to get to 10 wins this week. 1:04 remain. Lady Tigers with the ball. Oh, that spin move was nasty. And Richie finishes. I don't know what you're going to do with that.
That was good footwork right there.
My goodness. Kylie put him in the spin cycle, and they didn't have a prayer. 3, top of the key, long rebound. I think it was tipped off of Davidson. That's all right. 49 seconds to go. Wildcats with the ball, but an 11-point Lady Tiger lead. I can't get over that. Kylie,
that was quick.
That was. You shouldn't be that tall and move that fast.
Yeah.
Warsaw, a little trouble on the inbounds. Going to just have to heave it up to the top of the key. Shot fake. Step back 3 is launched up off the back iron. Jones another board. Man. Ari's put on a rebounding clinic this evening. Richie fires it ahead to Sarah. Sarah just waits for her teammates to get up there, and pass knocked out of bounds by Warsaw, but with 34 seconds left, Lady Tigers have the ball in a double-digit lead. Coach Moon, I think in that timeout was basically saying, just be smart. Make them come foul you. Hold on to it, work it around, run the clock. And I don't think that Warsaw is going to foul. They poke it Bland. She steps inside, dishes it out to Vera. And with 25 seconds left, Tigers trying to run the clock. It's knocked loose out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats. So really, all Versailles has to do is just get it in, make a couple passes, and this game could be over. Jones lobs it up to Richie at the logo. Richie, couple pass fakes. Over to Wilson. Pass is tipped. Richie's got it. It's tipped again. Out of bounds. Stays with the Lady Tigers with 12 seconds left. They're burning the clock. They're just doing it in a weird fashion.
We're burning the clock, and things are actually going our way a little bit here. So
backcourt, it's Bland. You got 10 seconds
just stay back here. Just dribble back down here to the other goal.
It's knocked loose by Warsaw. Oh, it's still on the floor. Still on the floor. Still on the floor. Finally picked up. The travel. There we go. We got one more in before the game.
He got him one. He got him one. He did. I think you think it's an incentive to get paid more if he reaches a certain number?
Ari just realizes the amount of time left and puts it on her hip. And
somebody start the clock. Please end this.
I don't know what just occurred.
Kylie
Either
was
way,
bossing them. That was what happened. She was bossing them.
either way, the game is over. That's, I believe, 49-38. Versailles takes down Warsaw. A quick post-game show and then coverage of the boys' game coming up. You're listening to KS-95 Sports.
Veracruz Mexican Restaurant invites you to join them for a casual lunch or a nice family dinner out with delicious, authentic Mexican cuisine. Veracruz has a great selection of burritos, tacos, seafood, enchiladas, salads, and more, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Grab dinner tonight from one of their 3 locations: Veracruz on South Highway 5 in Versailles, Veracruz Jr. on Highway 52 in Stover, or on Highway 65 in Lincoln. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, a proud sponsor of local athletes.
Hi, I'm Colton Taylor, and I use Versailles Total Fitness. Their 24-hour access makes it easy for me to fit gym time into my busy schedule. I love how spacious and versatile their gym is. With a wide selection of free weights, cable machines, and all the cardio equipment you could need, I have plenty of options to help me stay in shape to cover our local sports teams. They work hard to provide a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. Join me and everyone else at Versailles Total Fitness in becoming a healthier you. Versailles Total Fitness at 31 North Monroe, or give them a call at 573-789-6800.
Sold out crowd at Remax Arena at Lake of the Ozarks, and Winter Shelton's got 5 seconds left to win this deal. Can they pull it off? Inbound passes to Shelton at the top of the key. They try to double team him. Shelton crosses over the competition with some razzle dazzle. 2, 1. He shoots the game winner, and it's Winter Shelton for the win. Shelton is crushing it. When buying a home or real estate, put the ball in Winter Shelton's hands for the game winner. Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
We're back with the Bank of Versailles post-game show. A big win for the Versailles Lady Tigers. I mean, I say again, 9-3 on the season. Jason, that is huge for this program.
That's huge. That is real huge. We have I don't know, what is that, 75% winning percentage right now?
Yeah.
Dingy math.
Yeah, that'd be a 750 win percentage right now.
My Lord, man, that's
you'll take that every day of the week.
I'll take that every day of the week, twice on Sunday right there.
I mean, let's once again call it what it is. You'd have to combine a couple seasons to get 9 wins for the Lady Tigers in past years. And now a 750 win percentage, and picked up a conference win here tonight.
Yeah. And, like Adrian, they kind of led that thing a little bit, and then it kind of got tight, and it was just a gritty, gutty game. But we didn't come out on top, and the girls were mad because we didn't finish. Well, this was an ugly game. A little bit gritty. We were up, we were down. The lead never got more than 5 or 6 the whole game. But when we finished it, we actually finished this game, and we finished it big and put it away, winning it by double digits in a game that was nip and tuck, which I don't know if that means anything, but it seems like just one more little tiny step in the progress that this team is making on winning those tough ones, gutting it out, and finishing in style.
When your biggest lead of the game comes late in the fourth quarter, that to me tells me that you're closing things out the right way. You're playing your best ball when it matters. And I mean, you think some of the key plays, first off, obviously, Ari Jones rebounding may have been the most impactful part of the game tonight. That won't always be remembered. But something happened where Kylie Ritchie in the second half decided, I'm going to take this game over.
Yeah, she did.
And they had no answer for her on the block. Then on top of that, we can't forget Reagan Wilson hit a big corner 3. So did Sarah Bland. It's like all that adds up quickly and results in a Lady Tiger win.
Yeah, it all came together at the right time. And you mentioned Kylie Ritchie. She had 20 points on the night. Wow, 17 in the second half. Once we found her, man, things got a lot easier. She is tough down low. But
it's kind of funny because if you think back to the game in the first half, they kind of left Ritchie alone one-on-one. It was the second half that they started really focusing on her.
Yeah.
And it was the second half that she really went at them. So also hats off to Coach Moon and Coach Marshall because they made some adjustments at halftime in what was a tie ball game to not only get Kylie more involved, but to spread things out offensively and get different players different looks.
Yeah, I mean, you had a tight game, and everybody kind of, Reagan hit a 3 at the right time. and Sarah hits a 3 at the right time, just when we're needing it the most. Brooke, she came in with 1. It was just a total team effort by these Lady Tigers.
And that's the thing right now. I think that's what makes these Lady Tigers so scary at the moment is that it is a team effort. Yes, obviously everybody knows when you step on the floor, 6'3" Kylie Ritchie's going to be a factor. Everybody knows that Brooke Anderson is your best ball handler and just an absolute baller overall. But when you get out there and suddenly, oh, Reagan's got some, Sarah's got some, you're getting some from Ari. Like it's so well spread out. Even Albrecht checking into the game, couple block shots right off the bat. I mean, and Dakota Moore is getting better every time we see her. This is a squad that, in my mind, has not peaked yet.
No, they're still on the way up, and I don't know what their ceiling is, but it's fun watching them as they kind of grow in this process and their expectations change. So I'm digging it.
The beautiful part is you don't know what their ceiling is. I don't know what their ceiling is. And I don't think any of them know or care what their ceiling is. They're having fun. You can see them laughing and joking while they play the game. And I think because of that, you don't think about where's our ceiling. You think about the next play, having fun with your teammates and improving on little things. And as long as they keep doing that, this Tiger team is going to be a big problem for some teams down the road.
Well, these girls went through some pretty dark days in the past. So a year like this, man, this has got to be fun for them. It's got to be a total change.
No, I absolutely agree. And I'm sitting here thinking, I know they're a little busy at the moment. We'll try to get Ari over here or Coach Moon or whoever comes on up eventually because we're going to stop the stream for a moment, switch gears, come back with the boys broadcast. But still, even in the pregame of the boys, would love to have them on. So we'll take a break and come back with the boys rendition of Versailles and Warsaw in just a moment. You're watching KS 95.